next up we are going to talk about some blur filters. So first of all, I'll use another picture and try applying this filter so we can see what how our our presets for the camera raw filter has saved. So let me try using this picture now. So I would first of all, like I explained earlier, convert to smart filters. So so I'll go to filter, camera raw filter, camera raw filter. Then I'll go down to presets, user presets, my presets. So you see that those same effects that I did has been applied to this picture. So let me save this. So see, so as you can see, that's my presets now has been applied to this image. So let me turn it off. So this is the before and this is the after. So you can see the difference. So we can always like create different presets, or probably when you brighten or use camera raw filter to enhance the brightness of an image or the effect in an image, you can just save it and probably try applying it to any other image. So once you go using this smart filter, you can always go back and make some adjustments to make it look better. So next up, I'll go to explaining the lens correction filter. So I think lens correction filter, this is basically giving us different angles to the image. So let me say I would this under this little effect options here, this is edge. Let me see transparency. I'm just trying to see if, so like I said, most of these filters here is something that we can explore to like get more understanding. So I think this gives us different camera, like real camera lenses here. So you see they are listed here. Choose a camera make. So let me just try with one familiar one, Nikon. So I think it gives us camera mode, Nikon. I think this is kind of adjusting the image to probably the mode or the pattern in which this Nikon camera usually takes pictures. I think here it gives us the Nikon Cool Pix P33. So this is like the lens profile. So I think this is basically for correcting the orientation of the picture, probably the position where it's being shot, not actually the entire position, but just adjusting the frame size or something of the image. So I will just move on to the next filter here. So next up we have liquidify. So for liquidify, I would like to try another image. I would like to use this image for liquidify. So as usual, I'll go to filters, convert to smart filters, and save. So I'll go to liquidify. So this we're here in liquidify. So I would use this brush here. So from the left side, you can see the first brush here is forward wrap brush, second one is reconstruct. So the forward wrap brush is like you can increase the size using the square bracket key on your keyboard. So basically let me just try increasing his muzzle. So you can see I'm stretching out this guy's muzzle, making it bigger. Can even touch probably his head. Or let me just concentrate on the muzzle. So you can see I'm like broadening his muzzle slightly. So I can even reduce his waist, like let's make it a bit slimmer, like this. So now, yeah, let me just, I think from these options here, so this is the brush tool. Okay, I can increase the size of the brush here too, but you can still use the space bracket key to adjust it. So I think there's an option here for the face, the eye. Let me see the eye size. So you can actually even increase the eye size and reduce it. So if you observe, you can see that the size of his eye is increasing. Let's say eye width, widening the eyes, eye tilt. So there are a lot of options here to even adjust the mouth. Let me try something with the mouse. I can make him smile. So you can see this is actually making the guy to smile. I can reduce the smile. So you see, from this I made him I made him actually smile. So this is like the upper lips. So you see the liquidifier gives you like a lot of options to just play around. So most of these filters here is not something that I can give you full detailed explanation here. That's why you need to take your time to, like, play around this and know what you need, because you can't actually even work with all these filters at a time. So just know how to use most of them, then whenever you're working on something, you know which one to use and which one not to use. So this is for the nose. Let's see the height of the nose, the width of the nose. So I'm increasing the width of the nose. So you can just play around with this. You can totally change the looks on someone's face with this liquidify option. So now let's say I've worked on this. I can use the reconstruct option here to so if I click on reconstruct here, I can use this reconstruct to adjust the level of the effect that I've applied. So it's called revert reconstruct. So you see, when I'm reducing it, the muzzle is, so I increase the muzzle now and I'm taking it down. You see, down to normal. Now let's say I just want it to be at 50%, or let's say I increase it too much and I want to drop it down a bit. You see, everything is dropping. So you see, this basically works for the effect that I applied with the brush. So you can see I have this here. So let me just leave this at, let's say, 80%, for example. Then I save. So you see, this is basically how to use the liquidify option. There are still other options there, but this is just like some little basics on how to use it. So if I turn off the liquidify option, you see the normal image. This is the normal guy. He was not even really smiling, but now you see liquidify option turn on, and now let's wait for this to load. You can see he's smiling, his muscles are bigger. So these are just little manipulations you can do with this. So next up, I'm going to try working on another filter. So let me see if I can bring in another picture here. So let me try. Yeah, this picture here. So first of all, go convert to smart filters and save, and then I'll go down to 3D. I'm going to skip the 3D for some options because this is like really broad. So next up, I'll just go to blur filter. Blur filter has actually been explained in one of the previous videos. So there are a lot of blurs here, motion blur, radio blur, just different blur here. So distort options, there are still much here. So basically, I can't really explain all this here because there are a lot of this thing here. Let's just try this. The half tone. Because to be honest, I've not used a couple of these filters here. So let me just try taking this to 300 and see. I can't even see an option to like see a preview of what I'm doing with this, but let me just save this. Oh, okay. So you see this kind of gives it this colored noisy kind of effects. So I just take this back. So some of these filters I'll just, okay, let me just talk about the ones that I actually use. So let's go to noise here. So noise, if you want to add a little like grainy effect to your image, you can use the noise here. And when you're using the noise effects, there are different distribution. It's called distribution here. So you can leave it on uniform and you can take it to Gaussian. So I think the uniform makes it a little bit more organized, and I think the grainy effects are lesser here, and it has this mixture of colors here. Let's see Gaussian. Okay, I think Gaussian, the effectiveness of Gaussian is a little bit higher than the other one. So let me see, let me try monochromatic. See. Okay, so this is just something we can just play around. So since we have the smart filter, you can just easily turn this off, you see, turn it on. So let's try another filter here. Let me just turn off this noise effect and just show you guys a little bit on the blur gallery here. So we're going to try iris blur. So let me say I want to, yeah, so this is the iris blur here. So for the iris blur, where this angle is here, this midpoint is basically is going to be the sharpest area in the image. You see I reduce the level here. So this actually kind of controls, gives us a focus point for the image. So let's say select this one here. You can select each of them and like adjust the blur levels. Okay, it's more like the edges of the picture are blurry. You can adjust the blur levels like this here. Okay, yeah, so you can see the other areas of the picture are blurred out, aside from this her the facial view here. So let's say I'll drop down the blur a bit so it won't look too blurry. So you can see, let's just say I want to have this particular focus on her face, for example. So I can just use this one to give it that basic listing. So under here you can see the other blur options are also listed here. This field blur is quite related to the iris blur, because you can also pick the areas where you want. This one just give you options to pick areas. Let's say I want her face to be focused, and then you just tap another place and choose what you want, the level of blur you want for there. So let's say I want this upside to be very blurred out. I want her hand, for example, to be visible, and then I want the portion of this her right leg to be very blurred out. You see, I can increase blur. So you just pick the areas that you want to blur out and the areas you want to give some focus. So next up we have tilt shifts. This is more like, okay, this gives us like a horizontal blur option, I think. Yeah, so you can also adjust with this blur effect here, and then this is the part blur. I think this is basically blurring. Okay, this is basically blurring the image from one side to the other. So okay, it gives us this motion kind of blur effect where it's blowing from left to right. You can even see the directional angles here. So this is spin blur. Okay, I think I haven't explored some of these blur options, so this is something you can just take your time and really explore. So first I'm just going to cancel this. Yeah, so that is basically the that about blur effect. So let's go down to one of these pictures here, so I'll explain something here. So this, what I want to explain lastly is the blend if. It's called blend if. So now the blend if, let me say I double tap on this image here, and I want to like reduce, let's say, let me add noise effect to this, for example. Add noise, reduce it like this, for example. So this can actually help me to, so if I take this down, for example, and I hold Alt and break it down, this is actually okay. I want to like use this to take out the noise. Okay, yeah, so the blend if is kind of is used to like drop down some of the, probably enhance the lighting in the picture, or just take out, we can use it to like take out a certain effects from a particular picture. So let me see what I can do with this. So I think this one is kind of giving me a total, is this particular option here is like taking out the some colors from her picture here. So it's taking out the color. So this can actually be used to like adjust the image in a way. So basically that's that about filters in Photoshop. So you can just take your time and walk through these filters. There are a lot of filters here, so like you have a lot of options to navigate through. Navigate through this, use it to enhance your image. So you can even use like the camera raw filter or any other filter to like use it as the final filter when, let's say, probably you have finished, you are done with your design, probably a flyer or anything. You can use one of these filters to just enhance the brightness, or just play around it. So there are different options here. Just try out something and get something done. So thank you for watching. See you in the next model.